I'm here to tell you about the groundbreaking mental health film for secondary schools. It's called What Every Teenager Needs to Know About Emotions, Relationships and Mental Health. It's a film that we believe every teenager and every adult who cares for them should see. But some people might say, but we have mental health lessons in schools. We don't need new ones. Well, Dr. Lucy Folks, University of Oxford, who did research on their effectiveness, said this: mental health lessons in schools sounds like a great idea. The trouble is they don't work. Those students who don't have mental health problems say such lessons are irrelevant to them, and they are right. So why don't they work? Well, in our view, they are cognitive and superficial and never really talk about the causes of mental health problems, which is about pain. And that is what our film addresses. So if we take, for example, the latest Billie Eilish tour, attended by 200,000 young people, sold out, and compare that with the current key stage 3-4 mental health resources used in many secondary schools. And I quote from a sample of that mental health content. Explain the factors that affect emotional well-being. Explain why self-harm and eating disorders are unhealthy coping strategies. Explain a range of positive strategies for managing difficult emotions. Identify strategies to help manage loss and bereavement. Describe different negative thinking patterns and consider their potential impact on well-being. In contrast, Billie Eilish expresses the intense emotions of human life: loss, love, joy and pain. Young people are deeply moved because the music speaks about what they feel. In contrast, mental health lessons in schools reduce the profundity and depth of human emotional experience to dry, surface-level cognitive concepts. So thousands flock to TikTok for help instead. Teenagers deserve so much more. So how is our film different? It's a powerful journey through love, loss, fear, joy and pain, told by teenagers through moving stories of struggle and recovery. It explores the roots of mental health problems with vital psychoeducation, showing that healing is possible. So we acknowledge the fact that we cannot expect children and teenagers with mental health problems to get better until the people helping them fully understand the causes of each problem and know about the evidence-based relational interventions which bring full recovery rather than just symptom control. In fact, mental health is actually the wrong term. It's not mental, it's emotional. It's not health, it's distress, says Dr. Lucy Johnson from the British Psychological Society. We'll go on. Our lessons offer lots of useful coping skills like mindfulness for stress and self-help advice. Well, that doesn't work. In fact, a massive Wellcome Trust study involving 28,000 young people found that mindfulness in schools doesn't improve mental health. 20 minutes of mindfulness practice at lunchtime will do arguably very little to bolster the mental health of a child who is affected by bullying, violence at home, socioeconomic deprivation, or sexual abuse. Our lessons offer knowledge about how to spot mental health symptoms, like depression and anxiety. Well, spotting symptoms will never help to heal vulnerable teenagers. In contrast, our film and the accompanying materials, the PowerPoints, the slides, the cards, are based on over 1,000 research studies on the causes of mental health problems and what is happening in brain, mind and body with specific mental health problems. Then, most importantly, how young people can recover. And we find that teenagers are so interested in this vital psychoeducation about how their mind and brain work and what's happening when they have a panic attack or a phobia, what is happening in their mind and their brain and their body. And this is Andrew Fuller, who's one of our practitioners, who says so beautifully how the psychoeducation in the film really helps teenagers to get it, to understand themselves.
We'll match, we had 6 more weeks, and that's when we unpacked top brain and bottom brain, the conscious mind, and we unpacked anger, toxic stress, Jaak Panksepp's emotional system, and it blew their minds. They didn't understand that they're living in a state of fear and rage, and the pro-social chemicals are alien to them. But when they experience it, they're having beams of energy and joy. One of the young men will come into school, and we have a system, and then he's angry. No one's not talking to this young man. They'll call myself and a few practitioners, and we're in the room with this young man. And you know what he says to us? Guys, it's not a good day. It's bottom brain today. That's when we know. We're like, guys, don't worry. He's okay, don't worry. So we from TIS, they taught us this, right? Young people love and want to hear and know what's up with them. They want to know.
Well, let's go back to the skeptic. It's okay. We just refer those with mental health problems to CAMHS, Child and Adolescent Mental Health Services. Well, that doesn't work either. 40,000 teenagers wait over 2 years in the queue to be seen, and a quarter of young people attempt suicide whilst they're waiting for NHS treatment. CAMHS workers share the dismay about the long waits and are working hard with stretched resources, of course, but our resources can work with them. So how does it work in practice? The film should never be shown in an assembly. It's too intimate, too important, too sensitive. We suggest no more than half a class. Facilitated by a therapeutic practitioner, students watch the film in 5 parts over 5 lessons with discussion time after each section. It is a film for all teenagers because it's about life and how to do it better. But as I said, for those who want, we then provide a model of confidential self-discovery therapeutic groups as well. We can provide a therapeutic practitioner to facilitate the film over those 5 lessons and also to run therapeutic groups. We provide guidance notes with every film, and alongside that we have PowerPoints, lesson plans, beautiful card packs for teenagers and supervision support. I'll finish there. Thank you for listening, and we hope you take the film and the resources into your school so that so many more teenagers can be helped to heal and not left alone in their distress. It's time for a paradigm shift now in how mental health is taught in schools. Thank you for listening.